Welcome once, welcome twice.
Just inviting
Welcome
things.
in the name of Jesus Christ. Welcome once, welcome twice.
Just inviting things. It's hard work, Angie.
Is it really?
It is. I'm tired. Lay down.
You gonna lay down from inviting people? Is that your final answer?
It's what I said.
Wow.
Uh-uh. Uh-oh.
So when you come in, tell us hello. Let us know that you're here. We came on well, no, we came on right on time.
Damn.
We came on right on time tonight. Let us know when you're in the house. Say hello.
Hello to my little friend.
I don't think that's the hello we were talking about. Really? You gonna say hello? Get your life.
I said hello.
Hey Jason, how are you?
Now what you saying on here you can do something?
Hey Delicia. Hey Sean.
Thunderburks.
That's our cousins that invited us to that super wedding they had, their super renewal they had in Michigan. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Why you like you have absolute home talk?
I don't.
Really? We met him at Reggie wedding.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Cedric.
It sure is, ain't it?
He's so special.
How you know they had a renewal? You see it on Facebook?
I told you we talked to both of us talked to them about it last week.
You did?
Look, my husband is having not
Talk to him well.
Alzheimer's, but all the timing.
Talk to them well.
I'm here, baby, on the broadcast. But you might want to not ask this
We
question
didn't
right now.
do it
'cause
last
so
week.
well, the last time we did it, we had a conversation with
That's
them.
why you said last week. That was 2 weeks ago.
Anyway, Lottie. Is that Kara?
Yes.
How are you?
We miss you back.
So while we waiting on people to join, if you on the left-hand side will share this to your page, say hello, let us know that you are here, where you from. She says he said on Facebook. I show it to him. I didn't watch the.
No, I don't go on Facebook.
But I didn't watch the thing. I just looked at the pictures when I saw it. But then I just saw that you posted a link to the renewal. So on the left hand side, if you'll share it to your page so your friends could join before we get started. I know we've been talking about this topic. This is gonna be the last night for it though. We have been going back and forth for a little while. So much stuff going on.
Backwards and forwards.
They doing big things, and life has brought us.
I got the thing on mine, the list on this phone.
I know. What's the problem?
I can't do this and look at the list at the same time.
You don't need to do that.
Oh,
Why you doing all that? You ain't gotta do all that. It's unlocked already.
forget you then.
He is using his thumb like he got to unlock it. It's already open. Hey, Donna.
I'm telling all my business.
So, again, if you take a minute to join, invite your friends. We're going to finish up this last little bit of this series about the top problems marriages have. My husband deleted it.
That was it, Thomas? Nope.
Baby, hold on for a second. Right there. So, where we at?
I think 9 was where we ended off last time. We did. It was either 8 or 9. I don't remember. I know we did no quality time.
Thank you, Sean,
Cheating.
for sharing.
No cheating.
Yes,
no
Cedric,
sex
we
boredom.
would have definitely come. But that means you have to make up y'all invite us to come visit. Just because. All right, so this is week number 3. How's everybody week been going so far? Yesterday and today was crazy at work. I had to closed down books for 2017, 18, and changed it over to 18, 19, and two things wouldn't match. Computer wasn't working. Everything was just kind of freezing and tripping. Hey, Will. Will, what part of Miami y'all stay?
The hot part.
The hot part. The celebrity part.
There you go.
So, anyway, we are going to touch base and catch up with whatever's going on. I was trying to give everybody a few minutes to join. All right, so we say we ended off at 9? Yeah, we did 9.
Yeah, I think we did that. So we went anger issues.
So you can go recap.
Lack of appreciation and suffocating partners.
Well, we got recap. We use a recap.
Okay. Lack of intimacy was number 1. 2 was addictive behaviors. 3 was deep unresolved issues. 4 is fear of full commitment. 5, no quality time. 6, cheating. 7, no sex. 8, boredom. 9, emotionally isolated.
Those were pretty heavy, each one of them. They actually all roll together because one thing can trigger another, or we often treat the symptoms and not the problem.
Right.
So I don't even know which one to say is the problem that triggers all this stuff. Because, I think I do. Lack of intimacy.
That's what I was going to say.
I think is what triggers all the other stuff. Because if you don't feel connected, you don't spend time together, then you tend to...
Well, it could be deep unresolved issues, too. To lead to all this other stuff.
Okay. So, the first one we're going to talk about tonight is anger issues. Have you ever had anger issues?
With you? No. No.
Let's try it again. Have you ever had anger issues?
With you? No. That's deja vu right there. Deja video.
Deja video.
Yes.
That's called rewind.
Anger issues. Sure. I had anger issues. I don't have anger issues, but I had anger issues with you.
Can you explain?
Well, they say that no one knows how to get under your skin like a spouse. So I'm not a overall angry person, but I've had some angry moments with my lovely wife.
So you're saying your anger was triggered only a place I could have taken you?
Something like that. You know how to push them buttons.
Okay.
Not anymore, but when we were young and full of vigor.
Vigor. Okay.
Yeah. But now we're more wiser.
More wiser.
More wiser.
Okay. So, do women have anger issues?
Did you say Red? Of course they have anger issues.
Well, what reason do women have? What reason would a woman have for having an anger issue?
Well, those reasons vary, but they have anger issues. They have songs like "I Bust the Windows Out Your Car" and all this.
But those songs are from a cheating person. Like,
doesn't matter. Still anger issues.
Well, what classifies it as anger issue?
To me, it's when the feeling is a result of somebody else, because no matter what happened, you're still in control of you.
But I'm saying, I would think anger issues when you lose control.
Well, also I think too is like you saying, now that I'm thinking about it, is why. Like, if you brush your teeth and leave some toothpaste in the sink, and I get pissed off about that, like, there's something else going on there.
Right, but I'm saying, when people say you have anger issues, usually that's not just anger issues as in like you just got upset. It's where you usually when you lose control, where you are like you see somebody punch a wall, you be like they got anger issues because that's not the normal reaction to being upset.
Right. Well, I agree, but I'm saying also is what triggers it. Like if it's something that's small and minuscule that gets you super angry, like there's some underlying problems there.
So, well, see, now I disagree on that because I feel like if you get to a really high level, regardless of what the reason is, if you can't control where you go with it, then you have anger issue because we all get upset from time to time. But when I get angry where I can't control myself, I'm cussing, fussing, hitting, doing whatever, then there's something that's missing at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's okay to get angry. It's okay to get upset. You and your spouse gonna disagree. Y'all gonna have them days where I can't stand him. I can't stand her. But if I get to the point where what you're doing has me wanting to fight you, kill you, shoot you, run you over, like you see people do this crazy stuff now, you wonder like, how do you get to that point? People been cheating on people for a long time, and everybody was trying to kill everybody. Everybody was trying to bust the windows out your car. So how do you? If you don't shut up.
No, people been getting out of the box for a long time behind that stuff. It just wasn't as well known.
But you think it was this severe though? The reactions are more severe now.
I don't think it's more severe. I just think the severe cases
AJ Nicole
are more common than. I mean, it happened back then too. Like I think one of my uncles got killed because he was cheating or something like that.
Okay, but I'm saying like I think it's what you feed yourself, unresolved issues. Okay, so the things we talked about before was deep unresolved issues and things like that. Mm-hmm. So deep unresolved issues and what you feed your spirit. If all you listen to is ratchet and, certain kind of thing on TV, that's what you feed in your spirit. If everything is knuck if you buck, like you want to fight all the time, that might be fun. But then if I notice that if I'm listening to worship, when things happen during the day, I don't respond the same way I would if I was not even anything bad, just stuff that's I don't know, just not uplifting or ministering to my spirit. And I'm not saying you gotta I'm not saying you have to listen to worship music all day long, but that's what music is designed for, to set your mood and set your tone.
Right.
Movies have music in it to set your mood, set your tone. So if I am listening to certain things or watching certain shows, like if you watch Housewives of Atlanta, your thought process is going to be a lot different than it would if you were around some godly women or godly wives. If you hang about a bunch of women that are wives, but they are a hot mess and they don't do it, they don't cook for their husband, they don't take care of them, they always talk about what they're not going to do, it's more likely that that's how you're going to be. And anything he does going to trigger you with that. See, such and such told me you with that stupid stuff. Or even if you don't say it, that's what you're thinking. And then same thing for guys. If you around dudes that they married, but they're like, I got to go home, just ball and chain. I don't feel like, dealing with her fuss. Or, man, I wish I never got married. Or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. Anything that your spouse does going to trigger you on it. Like, see, that's that foolishness right there. It changes your mindset. You're looking like you're in thought.
I am thinking about that, and I agree. I think I agree with that.
You think you agree with that?
Yeah, I was trying to find another angle, but I think that was good. Pretty comprehensive there. Okay. Good job. Gold star for Angela.
That's so dumb.
I think this next one is very big, but it's especially for the women. The lack of appreciation.
Woo!
Because women definitely want to feel appreciated.
So what does that mean? Appreciated how?
Well, I think it varies for different women, but I would think constant across the board would be that the things that you do are not going unnoticed, and that you're doing a good job, and that your spouse would help with some things from time to time, especially involving kids and things of that nature.
Well, that's thank you, Sean. That's the biggest thing. And I don't even think men realize that they're not appreciating their wives. Because what happens is, I remember when I had knee surgery, and Cedric he had to do stuff with the kids or whatever, and they were out of school even at this point, But just to, like how women do, we take the kids, we go to work, we go, leave work, and then we go by the store, pick up something to cook, start the meal, got clothes washing. Well, when he has to do that, it seems like a lot. I mean, he was like, that's too much. I don't want to stop here. I don't want to stop there. But it was something that we do on a regular basis. So then when they come home and be like, well, why you ain't, change a light fixture or put a bulb in or something, you were like, do you know how many things I did before I even got home? Mm-hmm. Like, you might have stopped by the cleaners, you mailed a package off, you checked on your parents, and, you do a lot of things, and they just don't realize it. And so it is very easy to take either spouse for granted.
Right.
But what Jay says, appreciation and attention are big for women. Well, if I feel appreciated, it usually comes with some attention. I don't know how you appreciate me without the attention. Like, you don't make me feel appreciated by not being around me.
Well, I think what she's saying is that they like the appreciation, but they like attention too.
Well, no, I'm saying, but
because you don't want the attention just be, oh, I appreciate you every time. You want like some attention, like some grown-up time.
Right, no, I agree, like, but I'm saying I think I'm agreeing with what Jay says,
Mr.
but
Nasty time.
I'm thinking that Mr. Nasty time. I'm thinking that appreciation is attention as well. Like, you can't have one without the other.
So you're saying they're congruent?
Yes. How in the world do you show me appreciation without some attention?
Well, I could just give you a card and not say anything to you to say I appreciate you in it.
Yeah, but
and give you a few dollars. Tat them all up.
So appreciation is buy me something.
I'm not saying that. You asked how I could show it without the attention. That's why I'm trying to give you an example. That don't make sense. Or I could send you a edible arrangement to the job. And we never had a conversation. I wrote you a little note to say I appreciate you, but that's not attention from me.
You're right. I was thinking that they would have to actually tell you something, but you're right. You can't send
flowers,
a flower, gift,
note,
or something,
a gift card, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I can shoot you an email, a text.
You gonna shoot me an email?
Yeah.
You don't send emails. You don't send emails.
So you're just gonna tell all my business?
He don't send emails.
I do send emails to some people sometimes.
When said it?
I don't know. Mind your business.
All right. So, lack of appreciation. Now, we automatically went to the women.
Oh, yeah.
But you know how often men say they feel underappreciated or no appreciation.
But see, that's the thing. Men, they know they're not going to be appreciated. Like, even when they give you your like, Father's Day is not a big deal, like Mother's Day and all that kind of stuff. So, for men, I think as long as you...
Hey, Shauna.
As long as you respect me, I'm all right.
But see, no, because you like to be appreciated too, Cedric.
Well, honey, it's been 20 years. You might as well say something once in a while.
Really? Really? Well, I'm just saying that men don't say it as much. But like, if you have a husband that loves you, loves your family, goes to work, provides, then why would you not tell him, like, have you ever thought about when you flip the light switch, like, baby, thank you for, keeping the lights on. Thank you for putting gas in the car. I'm going to speak that thing in faith, putting gas in the car. Because my husband loves to ride on E. On E, like on Izzle.
Listen, me and my car have a relationship. I've never been put down. I never ran out of gas on me, not one time. So.
Well.
I'm going to continue in my ministry. Right.
Right. But how you just don't think about the little things that until if you and your spouse separate, your husband, y'all separate, or he's unable to work, you start to realize the things that he did. Like, I know for my husband, like I told y'all, we doing a remodel and, putting in light fixtures and painting walls and tearing walls down is really big when it comes to appreciation. Like the stuff that he's doing. Like, he go to work, get off in the morning, and then he putting in new windows and tearing down the wall or laying not tile. What is it?
VCT.
BCT something. So, you have men want to feel appreciated as well. And I don't think it's fair to say that it's not expected for men to be appreciated.
I'm saying it's just it doesn't happen. Like the whole, like I said, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Just look at that. That's your answer.
Well, now, granted, but I do understand
It seems
why
like they have Mother's Day twice a year almost.
But I understand why why those dynamics are there, because every dad is not around.
Yeah, but see, what you're saying actually supports my position, because if the dad is a so-called rarity, then why wouldn't he be celebrated even more? Does it make sense to say, oh, well, they're not around, so yeah, but the ones that are, if that's the case, if they're dinosaurs, then when you celebrate them even more, like right now, if somebody found a dinosaur, it'd be like big news, it'd be a big thing, right?
Yes.
Right, so if that's the case, then you actually supporting my point.
I agree. I didn't think about that, but I agree. The thing about it though is, I don't know.
But I don't subscribe to the fact that dads are not around. I think that's a narrative that the media has created. I don't believe that to be true, because all the places I go, I see plenty of dads with their kids.
But see, I disagree because I see the school system.
Yeah, but I'm saying they make it seem like it's a black thing. I think that epidemic is the same throughout all races.
Well, now I agree with that.
Right.
I do agree that daddy's being like, okay, when you have a baby, when a woman has a child, that child going home with her.
Right.
So the daddy has the option. He has the option.
Not always.
I'm saying majority of the time, Cedric.
Okay, if there's 10 kids that don't have dads, there's 7 kids that don't have moms.
No,
I'm telling you.
That's not. I looked up these statistics before. That's not the case.
Well, let's look at that right now.
Well, go ahead and look it up, honey.
Let's put something on it.
What?
Let's put something on it.
What if you don't hush?
Small wager.
He's so extra. Right? Why you gotta be extra?
Look, that's your son starting trouble.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, we don't get on that one.
That's a very sensitive subject for some people. Not for us, but some people. So anyway,
It sounded
like it was. So we talk about. I don't understand why dads are not appreciated more. If they're a rarity, then you would. That is rain. It just fell out of the sky. It would. You would lift that dad up and push him forward. But we don't. I mean.
Hey, Latoya. Do
you guys agree with the fact that dads should be celebrated more, right? And that they're not as if they're such a few and far, they're so few and far between, then we should.
If it's such a rarity, which I don't believe that to be necessarily the case, but that's just me.
Okay, well it is.
Y'all chime in. What y'all think? Let us know what y'all think about that.
I know this is not our normal night. We normally here on Monday, but Cedric's mother had a little incident and was a little under the weather, so we were attending to our parents. It's very important that you take care of your family.
There you go. Curtis says that being a dad is a thankless job.
That's true.
That is correct, and don't expect any accolades or anything when you're doing that. Trust.
When you do what?
Any accolades.
When you doing what?
Being dad.
But you do get accolades. You might not get as much as mothers, but you do get accolades.
You'd be like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. When the mothers take care of kids, they don't say that's what you're supposed to be doing. They're like, oh, she's a great mom. You're doing a good job.
So do you know that there's a difference between a mother and a dad? A mother and a father?
Huh?
Do you not notice the difference between what mothers do and fathers do?
Yeah, but that's not the case in all households, though.
But majority of the households,
I wouldn't even say that.
Y'all chime in.
50-50.
No, the majority of the households, the mothers are.
Oh, so what you trying to say? I ain't pulling my weight.
You ain't taking about no practice.
Ain't no practice. They grown.
Baby, you have not do. That's not what you do.
I ain't never done about practice.
You don't take them to practice.
I ain't never.
You ain't picking them up.
Never.
Oh my God.
I ain't never picked them up. That's not true. When you was at the what you call it, the hospital,
But I wouldn't trade my kids, all 10 of them, for anything in the world. Curtis, y'all got too much. Y'all need to watch some cable. Y'all having too many children.
Listen, when you was at the thing, I took them every morning and picked them up. When you was at the hospital.
Baby, that was only for a couple months. Like, really?
A couple months? You were there for like a year.
It was not a year, honey.
Well, then you need to keep a job alone. You need to tighten up.
All right. So lack of appreciation. It's needless to say that we need to appreciate our spouse at all costs. Right. So women appreciate your husbands, husbands appreciate your wives. That is time, helping. What else, Cedric?
Cookie.
What is cookie?
Nookie.
Cookie and nookie. Are they the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Are they synonymous?
I don't know. No. Nookie, you can get the nookie without getting the cookie.
How?
I don't know.
Gosh. Okay, go to the nookie. You saying random stuff now. You done start tripping.
Mothers complain about what they feel the father should do. Exactly.
Now, Curtis,
now listen. Instead, look, Curtis talking about cable ain't connected yet. Oh, don't do it, player. Listen, and that's true, and that goes to the point that we talk about having these conversations before you get married about what your expectations are.
But no, that's not because you don't know. No, baby, but honestly, you don't know. Even in counseling, we do more because of what we have experienced through trying to help.
That's what we're trying to tell them. Those are conversations you should have with people.
But I'm saying, I don't even know that would. Like it's saying what they feel that the father should do. You can talk about, okay, will you spank the kids? Will you do this? But like me to say, I want to put the kids to bed one night. I want you to put them to bed one night. Like that's not something we would talk about.
No, but you're missing the point. That ain't about nothing. You can figure that out. What I'm talking about is, okay, who gonna take the kids to school? Who gonna pick them up? Where they going to school? They have activities. Who gonna take them to practice? All that kind of stuff. And sometimes the father can't do it because of work schedule or whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm saying. Those conversations I had ahead of time, you have a lot less stress and a lot less resentment because they're not doing what you feel they should be doing. Because a lot of times people get married, already have kids or one kid, or they bring the kid in or whatever the case may be. So it's not like they get married and don't have kids and then that's something that comes up later. Even before you have kids, that kind of stuff should be discussed. Like you said about discipline, are we going to spank the kids? Are we going to time out them? Are we going to get them baptized? Are they going to be Catholic? They're going to be Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever. Because sometimes people get married and they have different religious backgrounds. Different cultural things. Like, if I'm from the islands like the people that's from... where your parents used to visit, where they make the baby sleep outside for a night in the winter and all that kind of stuff. You ain't going for that.
Right, that's their culture.
But I'm saying, what if I'm from there and you not? And I want my baby to sleep outside the first night in the winter and you not with that. You get what I'm saying? That they have different things, like cultural things like that.
Right, I understand. I think we kind of have taken a little turn because you were talking about that stuff about who's going to do what. If you don't plan, like, okay, everybody has a dream. Like, I'm going to get married. I'm going to have 2 kids, 5 kids, 6 kids, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then you might say, I'm going to have 1 child and have 3. You can't talk about having 3. Like we had triplets. You can't talk about having triplets before you because you. Yeah, that's not. So who's going to take the child? Okay? In this case, I might need more. See, Kirsten said they have expectations about what they think a father should do. That's more of my dad took me out took me out to the movies every Friday night. So I think you should take our girls out every Friday night.
But I'm saying that's the same thing about having those conversations though, because when you let me know what your expectations are, I can say, hey, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not with that. Or yes, I can meet you in the middle instead of taking them 3 times a week. I can take them once a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are still conversations that need to be had. You don't agree with that?
That's not. I mean, It's not going. I don't think it's going to come up.
But we talk about it all the time, honey.
Baby, but we don't. That's never come up in premarital counseling. That's never come up.
It's supposed to come up. That's what we try to tell people who are not married, to have conversations about what your expectations are. How are you changing that now? I mean, that's something that we've talked about ad nauseum.
Ad nauseum. Ooh, just ad nauseum.
Because you flipping the script.
No, I'm not. You missing what I'm saying.
No.
So let me clarify what I'm trying to say.
Let's clarify.
So, I think we should always clearly communicate our expectations. You know, what we expect when we get married, what we like, what we don't like, things like that. However, I think small things about I want my husband to, like my dad put me to bed every night. That might not be something you think about until you actually have a child and like, can you put him to bed? Because my dad used to put me to bed. Like, you don't think about all that stuff, those little things that seemingly little until you get married and you actually have the child. You don't see that part of it?
I hear what you're saying, but I don't agree with that, because women think about those details, and if you've thought about those details before you even met the man that you're gonna marry. Because if your dad put you to bed and that's something in your mind, that's something that was important to you. You say, okay, when I get married, then my husband gonna put our kid to bed like my dad did me. That's just not something that just pop in your mind all of a sudden once you have a kid. That's not the case, because obviously that's important to you. That's something that you remember. You don't get that?
I get it. I just I'm talking about for me.
I'm saying, but don't women have when they're little, they say, okay, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna live here, I'm gonna wear this in my wedding. That's stuff that you've thought about many times. That's not. It's not.
But I agree with like what you're gonna wear, where you're gonna have it.
Right.
But I have never thought. Listen, I've never thought about some of the stuff that my dad did for me until I actually had kids.
Right, but once you were pregnant, you start thinking about it.
But I'm saying, but that's before you were married. And actually, even some of the stuff that I thought about once I had them and I looked at them and I'm thinking like, oh, they need to be protected, they need to be this. Those things come up at that point.
But I'm saying you can still have conversations about it. And if you've talked about the majority of the stuff before that happens, and you on the same page, then those things that come up can be dealt with more easily than if you miles apart and have never had those conversations. That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
Right. I mean,
it's overcomable very easily.
Okay. So we missed a comment. Rodney wrote, I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I'm around the kids all the time because my wife works full-time, and so sometimes my wife thinks she is not appreciated. I think that's the key sometimes. So how do you make her feel appreciated? And do you, being a stay-at-home dad, do you feel appreciated? Or do you feel like people take the role of stay-at-home dad as just an unemployed joker? Because people make those kind of decisions to say, it's better for me to work and you stay home with the kids. Right. But it's okay in today's society if the wife does that. But if a woman does that, you know what I'm saying? If the man does that, it's like, why he home? That don't make no sense. He should be doing something. Curtis said exactly. Her expectation was for me to cut the grass, but that was something I used to get whipped for refusing to do as a kid. It became a tough conversation as to why I wouldn't do it. All right, Curtis. So let's go there for a minute. That's one of the things. Like we had a thing with that because I was saying, like men take out the trash, men cut the grass, and Cedric has always been thought provoking when it came to different things that I would say or that I heard, and he said, "Who says that? You know, why is that? Is that in the Bible? Blah blah." And so I knew what he was trying to get at. Not that he was not going to do it.
Right.
However, there's no set rule as to who does what.
Right.
I remember one time Cedric had a lot of stuff going on and I cut the grass. It was the first time. It was exercise. I was proud of myself. I posted something and I had people coming like, women don't cut the grass, da-da-da-da-da, that's man's job. And then they became like, why is that a man's job?
Right.
Why?
Plenty of women cut grass and they enjoy it.
Right. I mean, because it actually was cardio and to burn calories.
Right.
It was just different for me because I had never done that before. But I did it to help out and because it was a way of getting exercise and to help out.
And a way of showing her appreciation to me.
Right. I didn't want him. He was coming home dead dog tired, getting up next morning going. It was so much stuff that needed to be done. And by the time he came home, it was dark and he wasn't able to do it. So I felt like that's something I can do. I can get my cardio in at the same time I can help out. So,
hey, like we say all the time, you have to make the rules and regulations for your own individual house. Each person's home is different.
right.
And you have to make your home suit what works for you and your spouse.
Well, so go to that. Did we miss anything else?
No, I think that was it.
Peaches. I ain't no peaches on here. All right, so we did get a comment that says, I feel that I'm left out of a lot of things that's something to do, what to do. Even on my days off, it's all about daddy and oh yeah, what does mom think afterwards? Well, that's, in their defense, the kids get attached to that's their norm. If being with daddy is their norm, that is their norm.
Well, not only that, too, I think kids also gravitate to the parent that's more lenient a lot of times, too. Because if they think that you're going to say no, then they'll go ask the other one. Like, they just walk past me to go ask Angie all the time because they know my default thing was no.
But he said no before he even heard what they were saying.
That's not true.
Yeah.
No.
Do I need to call a witness?
No, that's not true. You said that, and I listened, and then I said no.
No, but the kids will come say something to you, and you be like, before they get out, you're like, no.
That's not true. I did that originally, but I listened all the way out, and are you done? Are you finished? No.
He sucks. So.
Anyway, what I was going to say, too, is don't forget to share this video with your friends, and if you're enjoying what we're saying, give us a thumbs up or a heart. And also go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel and see some more wonderful, thought-provoking videos there. My lovely wife has spent a lot of time uploading videos, and she's uploading more and more every day. So please share it with your friends. They can come back and watch it later. They don't have to watch it live. Isn't that correct, honey? Mm-hmm. All right, share is somewhere on the screen.
On the left-hand side.
There you go.
All right. So we are at the last two parts of this series that we've been doing. Now this is the fourth time actually.
It's the fourth, yeah.
So this last couple one is
last couple one.
You not gonna do it. My brain is fried for the day. Say something. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We just got a wonderful notification, Miss Thomas.
There you go. Might be my people's family.
Hush, boy.
Cuzzo.
Really? Is that a Cuzzo?
Still Thomas? I don't know. Probably.
It's a bunch of y'all.
It is.
Y'all like roaches.
A heap of
Ooh, y'all like roaches.
I don't like that.
Like roaches everywhere. Okay, so next one is children issues.
You forgot suffocating partners.
Oh, suffocating partners. Has anybody ever been in a relationship that they had a partner that was suffocating them? You ain't gotta say, man, just give me some likes, some hearts, some thumbs up. Give me something if you've ever been in a relationship and your partner was suffocating you. Stop! Really? That's not nice.
I've never been in a relationship.
I see some hearts. So somebody got suffocated.
It wasn't suffocating, it was love.
So, what is your definition of someone suffocating you?
Her name, Angie.
I said...
Oh, you want to ask me? I'm sorry.
I said, what's your definition?
Oh, you ask it. She named Angie, no?
What is the definition? If you saying somebody's suffocating you, what does that mean? What does that look like?
Well, I turned around, you was there, and I turned the other way, you was there too. And I left, and you were there. And then when I left, and you weren't there, you was on the phone. And you was on my text message. And you was DMing me. And everything. Yeah.
Hey, Patricia. Okay, so I saw some hearts. So that means that people had some people that...
Curtis said, really? You know I'm married to your peeps.
Yeah, go and get some hearts. I can call and tell them. No, but...
What happened on the Facebook stays on the Facebook.
Right,
Yeah.
unless you see it. But you know, really, in the beginning of the marriage, I might have been a little bit smothering. Smothering wasn't the word you used. You said suffocating.
She was extra loving.
So no, really, but what's you said? I mean, you said you turned 1 hour. What was suffocating? What does that look like?
Well, like I said, we didn't do much without each other. But when I did, if you weren't there, you was on the phone. So if I went somewhere, you went there. Hey, what you doing? I'm at the. Oh, what time you coming home? Okay. And you call back 30 minutes later. Where you at? What you doing? What time you coming home?
Do y'all believe that I was that person?
Hey, where you at?
Now, do y'all believe that was me? That I did that?
What you doing?
No,
Yes.
they don't
And
believe
then
that.
you remember the time that I left and I didn't tell you where I was going, and you showed up at the place. You remember that?
No.
Yeah, I went to the ale house. Remember that? And me and you was we got into a religious debate, and I left and went to the house, and you showed up. So I'm pretty sure, because we didn't have no iPhone back then, so I'm pretty sure you just rode around until you seen the truck. So there he is right there.
Do not believe the words that are coming out of his mouth.
There wasn't no iPhone, wasn't no Find My Phone back then, none of that.
Oh my God. I don't know that I did all that, baby. I mean, really.
Listen, we start a new business. If you need anything found, she'll find it. Detective Angela here. She find that thing, boy. If it lost, she found it. Is that right, babe?
No.
High five.
No.
You high five me because you a detective.
So, if that's the case, am I the only woman that has ever rolled up on her man somewhere?
As the kids say now, what they call it, the pull up, and it will pull up on you.
Looks like Home Depot instead of football on Sunday after church. Curse, I don't know what that means. So, in the beginning, I was I'm going to not stretch all the way down the street. I had a tad bit of insecurity issues. Hold on, let me go down this list.
What was your nickname?
I don't know. I had deep unresolved issues. I'm going down the list that we had.
There you go. She had all of them.
I had
Addictive behaviors.
I didn't have addictive behaviors.
Fearful commitment.
No, that's not it. Let me do my own, because you messing up. I don't know what them things you talking about.
Emotionally isolated.
So I had deep unresolved issues from previous relationships that I brought into this marriage, and so it caused me to be not trusting, jealous and insecure. And so then I had, would you say I had anger issues? I don't think I had anger issues.
Sometimes, not really though. You were passive aggressive.
Okay, I was passive aggressive. I definitely was a suffocating partner. I definitely was a suffocating partner.
And you definitely had children issues.
I definitely was a suffocating partner. We haven't gotten there. I'm definitely a suffocating partner.
And poor no communication.
We're not there.
Oh, I thought you was going down the list.
No, what we already covered.
You missed a few, but that's okay. You have grown so much. I'm so proud of you. You're awesome. Good job. Way to work at it. Way to never give up. High five.
Anyway, so for the women on here, have you ever been the wife that called on the phone while he out with the boys? Over and over and over.
Have you ever been, what's the lady that sang the song? In my mind, stalker.
But Heather, well, she said in mind. That's not. She wasn't. He
always
wasn't,
be his lady.
He wasn't his. He wasn't with her.
But still, that was very stalkerish.
It was.
That's the stalker theme song.
It was. All right. So we're talking about suffocating partners. There's a lot of men that suffocate their women too, though. Like,
yes.
they are. We know we know
yeah.
quite a few.
We know plenty of that.
That she can't go to the store without
She can't
him. If she goes with ladies, he want to go with the ladies that like. Sorry. He don't mind being the only guy at whatever the function may be. So to me, that's a little weird. And especially what I know now, you definitely don't want to have it where you can't. If I don't trust you, I don't need to be with you. Would you not agree?
Well, and that sounds good, but a lot of times.
Well, I'm saying, but it's the truth.
That
Now,
is
whether
true.
whether we abide by it,
Right.
but if
That's a different thing.
but I'm saying,
But that is yes, I agree.
so it's not. It sounds good. It's the truth.
Yeah, but I mean,
If I don't trust you, I need to be with you.
but
Or you need to go get help for yourself to get over your issues. I had to
No.
work on me to get
But
that.
realistically, though, how many times are you with somebody or marry somebody that you fully trust? Not very often. The trust component comes later down the line.
But see, now I think some people trust when they get married, like it's a blind type of love and trust.
I don't agree with that. Most people, like I said, the trust comes later on. You get married because of service, or I like them, or they, whatever the case may be. It ain't because, oh, I trust them so much.
Okay.
Because how many situations or things have happened for you to even be able to really trust when you date? Because nothing happens. You put your best foot forward when you date.
Curtis said, "Not all men have those Ike Turner qualities about them." What's that? Beat?
I know, suffocating, I guess.
Oh, but
Yeah.
but you would not believe
There's
how many
plenty.
men are insecure, and they can do whatever, but they don't want their woman doing anything.
Listen, and they need to know where you at all times. Where you at? Where you going? How long you gonna be there? What you got on? Who else there? That's the thing that they be like, who else there?
Right. Because if it's just you and the boys, they might be settled up. But if it's some girls there, then they're insecure that you're gonna love them around other women. But those are insecurity issues.
Oh, obviously.
Well, but just like even in dating, like this whole dating scene make my stomach hurt.
I feel you.
Because the stuff that they do and put up with as they're dating just don't work. Like you don't get husband and wife privileges as a boyfriend girlfriend. That's not how this works. I don't have to check in with you all day every day, and I can't have you on lockdown like you my husband or my wife, and we not there.
But they do.
But why is that? Because all of a sudden we talking about boot up or something? I mean, what is that about?
I guess. I don't understand it. But they do.
I've never seen so many soft men in my life. I had somebody tell me, and this is one of the topics I do want to talk about, not tonight, but on another night, about dating. What do you teach your children? Who pays when they go on a date?
And all that, can you date multiple people?
Can you date multiple people? What is because I find a lot of people are giving their experiences as advice to their children.
What's the purpose for dating?
Right? I'm saying, but these are all things that everybody I talk to about it, they have a different view, and it usually comes on the heel of them telling, well, this happened to me, or you get what I'm saying? Like, so there's a
baggage aspect to it.
Right, it's not just
It's
like,
not an actual tutorial of how it should be done,
right.
but what I have done.
But then they also had a thing about sex, and they were saying you should get your kids birth control, and you should teach them how to not have sex with so many people, or this and the other.
You said teach them not how to have sex with so many people?
Right. This is
Wow.
stuff. This is the conversation they say you should have. And I had somebody tell me recently something to that effect, and they're saying, you stupid to think it won't happen. But if God said that there is if
Shout it out when you know.
I know I'm trying, my thoughts are all running together. If there wasn't any virgins, then you can just teach them to how to have safe sex and unprotected sex. But there are still virgins. God said you train them up in the right way.
Right.
It doesn't mean that everybody gonna make it, but you train them the right way. You tell them the right thing. You love them if they make a mistake, but you still teach them the right way. You don't say, "Well, I know you're gonna mess up, so here," or I know you're gonna mess up, so," because if you don't believe that they can hold out, then why would they believe it?
Right. I definitely agree, and I haven't had anybody approach me with that, but
I had a couple people say, and one of the ladies don't even know me, and she was like, "You got your girls going to college. You would be fool to think that they're not going to do this and the other." And people do all kinds of stuff in college. I'm not saying they don't, but I'm not going to buy into. I feel like we as Christians buy into the world's standard of
right.
what has to happen or what can happen. They may, and I will love them regardless, but they may not. And the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So you have to pray and cover your children and your young adults.
Not.
What?
They will not.
That was too much. What you got going on? You like you have Tourette's over there?
I say they will not.
Yeah, you like you got Tourette's.
That's right. No, this ain't no to it.
Really?
No.
So anyway, I do want to talk about dating and what you teach your children about dating. It's a crazy world out there.
Crazy.
And where the boundaries at with dating? When do you go over the line of dating and too much?
Right. Well, I don't want to get too deep into it, but definitely should be, like you said, a limit to it. If you're dating multiple people, you shouldn't be dating the same person all the time, because that's how people get caught up in their feelings. If you're going to date multiple people, it definitely should not be no hunching going on.
You just went all the way left on that one.
Ah.
Okay, we're going to have to get in there because you have to elaborate that doesn't make sense. We're not talking about dating, so I'm going to leave it alone.
That's right. Leave it alone. I got you.
Anyway, it is important what you teach your children.
Leave it.
Teach your children what is the purpose of dating, how you date, what you do when you date, who pays, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. And so, like, can a boy pull up to your house and blow the horn for your child to come out?
Right. Okay. We can't get into the dating right now. We got to finish this. Let's get back on topic. We got a few minutes left. Let's get to one of your personal favorites. Children issues.
Do tell.
No, you elaborate on that.
Children issues. We don't have any.
Yes, we do.
It is always difficult when the mother and father have a different view on how the children should be raised, what's too much, what's not enough, what's too many chances, what's not enough chances, what's too harsh, what's too nice. It takes a lot of work and communication to successfully rear a family and not kill each other at the same time.
Especially when you're blending.
Even if you're not blending. But
I know what I'm saying, especially when you're blending.
Right. But what I do know is that the one thing that we know is you have to be a unified front.
Correct.
You have to say, I know that I don't agree with Cedric, what he just said, but I can't have this discussion in front of my children. It's not an easy task. It's still a struggle sometimes, but it is better. What would you say, honey?
About what, sweetheart?
About children issues.
Oh, you covered it. We had a lot of them. Now we still have some, but it's not as many or as severe.
All right, so the last one is poor or no communication. And I think we kind of covered this on other aspects.
Yeah, lack of intimacy would be in that as well, I guess. What was the thing?
Now, what I will say that I think is going to touch a nerve But when we talk about no communication, that indicates that somebody is shut down. And women always saying, how can I get him to talk? But you have shut him down, or told him his ideas were stupid, or told him his feelings were stupid, or told him you don't care so much that when you want to know the truth, he doesn't want to give it to you anymore. So now he's not willing to talk to you anymore.
Also, a lot of times, too, women want to do all the communicating but don't want to do no cutting.
What do you mean?
They don't want to give up the booty.
But what I'm saying, but what is that, like you're saying no communication?
I'm saying that a lot of times, like, there's couples we know that they haven't had sex in a long time, but then if the man is frustrated, he don't want to have no communication.
But baby, okay, so
that contributes to poor or no communication. I mean, I agree with what you're saying too, that sometimes you could have emasculated the man or disrespected him, and he shut down that way, and then you asking him to share again when the last time he shared, you went bonkers on him.
Well, so you're saying that if she asks him a question and he gives her his honest answer or shares his heart with her, and she starts tripping, don't give him none.
Right, because he said whatever, like, you know, how I look in this dress. Well, to be honest with you, it's not that flattering, whatever the case may be. And then you shut the sex down.
Okay, so I was
then you want to talk.
Okay, so I missed what you were saying. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but it wasn't that.
I don't know either. But I'm on topic. We're talking about this right here, number 14.
So anyway, women are the worst with this because they always want to know, he don't want to talk, he talk. And this is a good sign. If he would get on the phone and talk to his homeboy laughing, yeah, my name, and he go outside and he gonna talk on the phone to his homeboy, his friends come over, he want to talk to him. But when you want to talk, he has nothing to say. Yeah, he's probably shut down from you at that point.
Cara said right on cue.
Right. You know, it's just, you gotta, all these things work together. Lack of intimacy. Intimacy is not sex, but it's communication, it's talking, it's spending time. And when your intimacy is when you are connected, you have sex.
Right.
When your intimacy is connected, he'll help out. She'll help out. When your intimacy is connected, you'll appreciate one another.
I like to look at intimacy instead of just the word intimate. It's as an intimate knowledge of the spouse.
Right, but I'm saying, when you get that intimacy on point, but that requires see, we're so used to everything being fast. Cell phone, microwave, I'm going to get it through the drive-thru. Everything is fast. But if you had to make a roast, you can make a roast on the stove, but you can make one in the oven. The oven takes...
Crockpot.
Oven and crockpot take hours. But it's better, it's juicier, there's more flavor in it because it took more time.
Juicy.
So if you are in a place where you want everything fast, you're not going to have intimacy with your spouse by doing a drive-by with them. Because if you notice women, your husband don't talk that fast. Like if he had something to say, even if he want to talk to you, it's going to take a minute for him to kind of play around and see how you going to
formulate his thoughts.
But he tests the waters too to see how you going to respond. Hey, how was your day? You know, oh, things been going on. They test the waters to see how you respond. And then if you are inviting, then they tell you more. If they are having a rough time in their job, you know, people see that as soft. Oh, you know, men don't complain, men don't cry, men don't get hurt. So if he wants to tell you that somebody hurt him, and you always like, don't be so soft, then he's not going to share with you. If he wants to say, at my job, I feel, was it demasculated? Emasculated, I be telling you. Emasculated, that my boss is a woman and she always talked down to me. And, you know, they give me the leftover stuff and I'm working hard and I can't see why I'm not getting this blessing or this is not happening. If he wants to share that with you, are you going to be like, get over and go to work, you got to do da-da-da-da? Or are you going to listen to his heart and be like, babe,
they're making me train the person that's going to be my boss.
Right. You get what I'm saying?
Promotion. Yeah.
Right. So you don't know what they're going through, but when they test the waters to see what you're going to say, if you act real stupid, then that's why you get your man to shut down. And y'all know, you can have somebody, y'all can have the best relationship, and when men shut down, they shut all the way down. What's going on, nothing? How you doing? Fine. You be like, that's all the way you got?
That's it.
So, I'm just telling you, the best way to fix most of these issues that we went over is spending time with one, quality time, uninterrupted time, no cell phone, no social media. Those things are what will help you boost your marriage.
Go to the next
So
level.
you won't have to worry about all these deep unresolved issues, fearful commitment, no quality time, lack of intimacy, no sex. You spend time with them, you will get sex. If you start, and I'm not talking about saying, hey babe, what you doing? Don't be an octopus. Don't be that. That's not cool. But I'm telling you, men, because men are the one that complain that women don't want to give it up. That ain't cool. Men complain all the time that women, stupid, don't want to give it up. But this is the issue. If you just spent some time with her, talking to her, she might be cooking, just be in the kitchen, chatting, just start to laugh like you did when you were dating. Oh, she'll get it to you, and she'll get it to you like it's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
But if you act stupid, like, how long you gonna be cooking? Dinner ain't ready yet? Instead of you getting your butt in there, even if you ain't helping, just spending time with her so she's not in there by herself, just enjoying one another, honey, she'll make it pop on the handstand.
Or you cook.
Oh, wait,
Or
no.
bring home something. Take
Or
out.
buy something.
Right, that's why I said that. Take out.
Don't do that. I'd already said it when you said that.
No, you didn't.
See how you don't belittle your wife like that.
This is an example of your wife not listening.
I was talking at the same time
lack
you were saying.
of communication.
We were thinking
or
of
no communication.
We were thinking the same thing.
Number 14. It's on the list.
You're so dumb. Anyway, I'm telling you, any marriage you have, it has a great possibility of reconnecting, of rejuvenating, getting it back together. Whatever y'all had before, go back to your dating phase. Just remember what you did to get to that point. Because marriage can be the best thing or the worst thing. You want to do the best thing. Because the worst thing, you don't want to come home. You sit in the driveway like, I got to get out and go in this house and deal with her fussing. Or hear him fussing or him looking stupid. Why he looking stupid in his face? Y'all ever had your husband looking stupid because he don't want to talk? Like, babe, what's up? Nah. What's up? I'm good. You ain't good. Look like you crazy.
Looking stupid in your face.
Looking stupid in your face.
You got a degree in that, don't you?
Yeah, that's you.
That's you.
That's you.
That's you. Curtis say if I cook, it's on. Capital O-N.
Well, if you cook too much, Curtis, she can't do nothing
Don't
because she full.
Oh, yeah. Slide that thing around. Man. Come on, go up. Bring him.
Why you stop doing your mouth like that, like you Stevie J?
Stevie J.
You know I actually hate that mouth, and he continues to do it.
You don't like that, babe? That ain't
And
sissy.
you want to do it when we get on the broadcast. Stop doing
That
that.
ain't sissy. You don't like that?
I hate it. Baby. Oh my God, he's so aggravating.
All right, people. We appreciate y'all for logging in. Like we said, subscribe, share, YouTube, email us, whatever. Send us some topics. This is your show, too.
That boy stupid. He said he cooked for her. He cooked for him. She get a salad.
Why she got to eat the lettuce?
All right, we gone. We'll see you next week. I'll put the thing up for Monday. I'm going to do it now like I did last time.
Yes, we're going to share it.
We're going to share it. See, now you crazy.
I'm going to share it. We love y'all. We love y'all so much. This is awesome.
Baby.
What? I just get emotional when talking about marriage. It's my passion.
I almost spit.
You did. A lot. You had to wipe the table up. Anyway, appreciate y'all for tuning in Monday.
Anybody want to come over and help with being on with the home remodel? We need hands on that. We finna tear down the wall and tear down the kitchen.
Tear it down.
I'm not about that life. I'm finna work out, and since it's raining, I'm finna do my my steps my step video.
There you go. Get your fine on, boo.
All right, guys. Quick prayer.
Yes.
Bow your big head. Dear Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this broadcast, Lord. We just thank you for each and every person that is represented on here, that is watching live or in the retake, whatever you want to call it. Lord, I just pray that you bless these marriages, bless these families, Lord. You know what they need. You know where they are. So go to their houses, go to their jobs, go in their lives, Lord. First, help them to work on them. Show them what they need to do to fix them, Lord. But while you're fixing them, Lord, do a mighty work in their spouse and in their fiance and in whatever they need to get work on. And we thank you, Lord. We call it done. We cancel assignment of the enemy. And we are grateful for you right now. In Jesus' name, amen.
Grateful, 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 gratefulness. I thought you said Beyonce in the prayer.
Beyonce?
You said fiance or something. Beyonce. You praying for Beyonce? I guess she married too.
Yeah, Kurt, I saw y'all in ATL. I'm sick of y'all having couples gathering in the ATL. We got a call.
A piece of one anyway. No.
A piece of one. Baby, you gonna hit finish so we can go? Because you're long finger. It say finish over there, nut.